All right, thanks for being here. Let's begin. We'll connect to our breath by relaxing the abdomen and sensing the breath lower and lower in the torso. This often takes a moment or many moments to soften, to relax. This is a relaxing process. So to expect it instantaneously is and as we start to feel the breath lower and lower in the torso, feel the mass of your pelvis able to easily sink. So in the relaxing process, the body relaxes, softens. We deepen our feeling awareness. And we could just stay with this process for hours, days, or years, or decades. It would be really fun to do that. But it's worth at least giving our practice a first few moments to experience that process of softening, readying. Inhale, set the right hand down to the ground, raise the left arm to the sky. And exhaling, gathering your low belly muscles, emptying. Left sit bone sinks. And we'll draw the right shoulder blade down the ribs. And then with a slight pull of the right hand, the right arm, lengthening the right side of the ribs. And check that with your breathing. As you're breathing into the lower ribs, feel if those ribs get repositioned, So you're going to feel the ribs with your breath from the inside. Right side. Inhale, bring that left arm up and over. And hover that left hand about a foot off the ground. And with that soft abdominal breath, feel how that unresisted breath can reach all the way up to the scalenes, soft abdomen, softening around the collar. Relaxing structure near the brain, beneath the brain. And inhale, we'll draw our torso upright. And inhale, left hand to the ground, right arm raises up. As we move into side bend on the other side, exhaling. Start to gather and involve the low belly muscles. But allow your pelvis to sink down. So I want to make a distinction here. If you're recruiting those low belly muscles to participate in exhalation, can you feel if you're drawing your pelvis away from the ground or if your pelvis is sinking into the ground? So a part of this process of softening the abdomen, this thinking, descending, lowering our attention in our body, our feeling awareness, is in part to help open the pelvic abdominal area, to help ourselves access the exquisite troves of energy that are available to us through the pelvis. So a lot of energy involved in living, like surviving and creativity. A lot of our physical health, we're talking cosmologically, right, according to the yogis, pertains to the pelvis and how we can inhabit the pelvis, access and that neck release. Inhale the right arm up and over, so we're hovering the right palm over the ground. And as you're exhaling, softening around the right side of your skull and brain. Continue to feel the right sit bone, the pelvic bone, sinking into the earth. It's not a pressing or a pushing the pelvis down. It's just attuning that feeling of weight, gravity, directionality. Which is down. This downward directionality is a pretty slick way of opening up the many ways that we can know. So it's a pretty slick way to open ourselves to our intuitive knowing, our wisdom knowing, our bodily wisdom knowledge. Inhale, we'll come upright. So let's set up for some dolphin prelude. So we'll be on our knees, we'll be keeping the knees down. Let's get the elbows under the shoulders. And we're setting the knees back a tad, setting them apart, raising the hands. So we're creating a traction move. So if you run out of kind of back leaning space because your butt's on your heels, you just have to adjust the legs, the knees back. And now letting your breath touch and reach the backside of your body. So in these moments, this dolphin prelude, pretty cool, sweet spot. How do we open? Again, an effortless opening. It's more of that internal decision and that inner softening. How do we open to the backside of our body? How's our feeling awareness? How does it feel from there, the back of the body? Even the space behind. Kind of sensing in a back direction. There's a direction here too. So as you're feeling, following, moving with your breath, there's that back. Situating, softening, opening. Sensing with the back of body. And release. And shift yourself forward. I just want to pause this for a moment and describe something we've just done. So if I was setting myself up for just a personal practice moment, let me look at the clock. Okay, so a handful of moments. softening the abdomen, feeling the weight of the body and the bones sinking. Now we put a side bend in there, softening and relaxing underneath the skull, and opening and, in a sense, moving back into the space of our body. What a beautiful way to reset or renew ourselves from just the middle of the day activities, cognitive activities, visual cognitive, conceptual activities. Okay? So letting our feeling awareness descend and move back. Yeah. So what we just did is just a really nice, could be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, really simple. Just wanted to point it out while it was conveniently contained. Let's lie on our back. And we'll take feet off the ground and feel the back of the head and the hands. Inhale, lifting the elbows toward the sky, the tops of the shoulder blades lift. Maybe you're feeling for that rib, the kind of middle of the rib cage, lower rib. Exhale, we'll reach out through the left leg. Then turn slightly, elbows toward the right thigh. Draw the low belly down. The left hip opening. Inhale. Now try with this. Breathing backside, feeling your breath with your backside. Exhale, reaching out through the right leg. Turning the elbows slightly toward left thigh. Opening right hip. Drawing the low belly in, down. Feel how the belly is moving toward the spine side, the back side of the body. Inhale, bend the right knee. I'm going to keep talking us through another few. Exhale, reaching out to the left leg. Feel the left hip opening. This is in lieu of like squeezing or something like that. Opening, and then draw the belly in. So the front of the body is moving deeply back toward the back of the body. Inhale, bending that left knee. And can you feel the back of the rib, that back rib? Exhale. Reach out through the right leg. The pelvis, hip, open. Maybe feel a little bit of energy, zest through the leg. That's fine. And pull low belly in and down. So when you inhale, bending the right knee, let's do 3 more aside. I'm going to watch, feel with you. The pelvis opening. Maybe a sense of energy or enhanced sensing through the legs. Feeling breath with the back of the ribs, with the ground. Feeling the abdomen, the belly, kind of sinking inward toward the body, which is toward the back, the spine side of the body, toward the ground. So we're repeating all of those moves again. They're internal moves. So if you're noticing you're a tension fixating outside of your body. Just know that these are repetitions of feeling the lower body, feeling within the lower body, and that movement that deepens our sensing within our lower torso, backside of body. And maybe gradually over time, we simply situate continuously in the back of our body, in this hara, in this lower pelvic abdominal area. And we can move without leaving or forgetting this rich lower subterranean area of the body. All right, seems good. So what would be another great pelvic situating move? Well, frog lifting through sure would be one. So let's do that. We'll bring the feet off the ground, the knees over the pelvis, and then separate the legs widely apart. So your bent legs set wide. And we'll still use the hands behind the head. Now, as we're doing this, the hands, the shoulder blades, when we're inhaling, lifting them off the ground, is to help us feel that low, that mid and low rib. Breathing back, feel that. And now exhale. And the abdomen helps us with the exhale, little training, little remembering. Gather, the pelvis likely shifts, a little rocking chair. Feel how pelvis might open, pull low belly inward, deeply, spineward. And then inhaling into the abdomen, keep the elbows lifting up so you can breathe and expand these lower and mid ribs. So feel bottom tips of blades and lower. Exhale. As you involve the abdomen, the pelvis likely shifts. As you outreach through the legs, you're sensing the space around the pelvis, the continuity from pelvis to legs. Draw the low belly in and down. Right, keep going. I'm going to let you go your pace. We'll do about another 6. The counting's not the important thing. The pelvis is. So we're letting this move help us practice situating, locating, feeling, sensing from the pelvic abdominal area of our person, our body. The flavor of sensing with the pelvis is different than sensing the shoulders or the head or the heart. Right? It's a different kind or quality of information. information's a very non-descriptive word, but what it is we're sensing is of a wholly different flavor, texture, tone than the heart. We'll do one more. Straddle lifting through. Inhaling, nose tip to sky. So breath reaches the back of the ribs, the lower ribs. Exhale, outreaching. And sink and gather and draw your belly in, which is to say to move attentionally inward. Let's keep going. Inhale. And exhaling. So when we're sensing the pelvis, my sense for many of us, this can sometimes feel vague, like the information occurs in a less clear way. Vivid, less vivid way, but while it's maybe not as crisp or clear, it may have a more subterranean, a more, how do you say, like archetypal quality to it. There's a lot to say here, but I'm just going to reserve until I'm, I want to be clear when I speak about Pelvis is a really interesting energy field. It's a really fascinating place to contact the me before me was a uniquely individual self of a me. You know, the me that was my parents' me, my grandparents' me, my family's me, my land's me, my tribal me. Because we were there too. So the pelvis is a really cool place to explore the me before the individual me. All right. So, seems good. Now we'll do some dolphin. Let's turn onto a side and we'll set up elbows and knees. Inhaling, breathing with the backside of the body, through the backside of the body. And exhale the knees off the ground. And the following is if you are taking an arm limb away from the ground. If you're not, just let these next few cues just glide by you. So we'll start with the right elbow, right arm, right hand. So if you're removing the right arm limb from the ground, shifting the weight left, we can take the right hand behind the back. Allow neck to relax, even while you're supporting with one arm. We'll switch. We'll put the right arm down. And take the left arm away from the ground. And we'll place the left forearm down. We'll raise the right leg away from the ground. We'll set the right leg down. Draw the left leg, away from the ground. Yeah, we'll set the left foot down. We'll set the knees down. When you're ready to stand, we'll take a wide-legged stance. Interlacing hands behind back. Inhale, in and through the collar and the chest. And exhale, fold. And inhale, stay folded. We'll bring the hands down to the sacrum, releasing the hands. We'll set them to the ground. Heel, toe, feet together. When we stand, standing splits, kind of where we left off yesterday, a little bit. Grabbing a hold of our right foot with both hands. So I'm grabbing the outside and the inside of the foot. And pressing through the ball mounds. So I'm splaying all those rays of the foot. If you straighten the leg all the way, then we can work on the elevating, raising the foot and the shin, but working first, straightening the leg. And we release. Switch. How is it to breathe and in the abdomen and the back in this pose? Does the center of gravity of your feeling awareness change in your body? Is what you're feeling kind of go higher up in the body? And we'll let the left leg down. And then let's move to our mat. I'm going to move through some suns, and then intermittently we'll pause. We'll get some wall things in. We'll start with the A's. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back, lunge. Hands to ground, exhale, right foot back, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, lunge. Hands to ground, exhale, right foot forward, fold. Inhale, stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do another. Inhale, reaching up. Heels, tailbone sinking down. Exhale, fold. Feel the neck and the weight of the skull relax down. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Hands to ground, exhale, step left foot back, lunge, chaturanga. Cobra, inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot, inhale, right foot forward. Lunge. Hands to ground, exhale, left foot forward, fold. Inhale, stand. Reach arms up, overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay. We're going to do a couple B's. Chair pose. Inhale, bend knees, reach arms up. Exhale, fold. Straightening legs, relaxing the weight of the neck and head down. Monkey. So using your hands, prop a little bit. Inhale. The chest lengthens away from the lap. And then setting the hands down, exhale, step or lightly jump feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Push with the palms, tops of the feet. Exhale, downward dog. Warrior one, inhale, right foot forward. We'll set the hands down, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot. Inhale, left foot forward for warrior one. And place the hands down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. There's something so interesting and nice when we played with that elasticity, the soft swellingness of the lungs. Exhale, downward dog. Just don't want us to rush and harden our chest in that upward dog. Inhale, lightly step or jump forward, monkey. Again, the chest lengthens away from the lap. When we inhale softly, we can feel that. Exhale, fold. The head releases down, the abdomen can move, sink in. Chair pose, inhale, bend knees. The pelvis, the sit bones, the tail sink down as the arms reach up, sit bones sink. Stand, exhale, hands to heart. All right, I'll start us on the other one here. I think it's the other one. In chair pose, inhale, bend knees. Exhale, fold. Monkey. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot. Inhale the left foot forward. Warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Warrior one. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling up, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step or lightly jump, monkey. Exhale, fold. Chair, inhale, bend knees, reach arms up. Stand, exhale, hands to heart. Let's remain at the top of our mat. And here's that standing alternate twist we did do yesterday. Right hand, right foot. So I'm grabbing the inside of that right foot and reaching the left hand away from the right hand. All limbs. As you're steadying, feel the descent, the center of gravity, but the center of feeling mass of your breath descend lower in the body. And the release will set the right foot down. Let's try the other side, left hand, left foot. You're grabbing the inside of the left leg limb. And the right hand reaches away from the left. And release. We'll set foot down. All right, we're going to use the wall to work either handstand or downward dog at the wall. Either or. Just select just one. So if you're kicking up handstand, set up very close, fingertips within an inch or so of the wall. If you're not kicking up, we'll select downward dog at the wall. We'll just plan on like somewhere between 5 to 8 breaths. You can keep going. You got it. You're right there. You're right there on the kick up. I'm feeling the breath in the back side and the front side of the body. Can you feel your breath shoulder blade side? All right. So just like 5 to 8, we'll be doing some more stuff. So we'll start again at the top of our mat. So when you're through with the wall, just slide on back. chair pose. Inhale, bend knees, reach arms up. And feel the sit bones, the tailbone sinking down. Exhale, fold. Now feel the weight of the head relaxing down. Monkey, inhale. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Warrior one, inhale, right foot forward. We're taking the arms into eagle. Exhale, the left elbow over the right. Emu. So I'm keeping the arms wrapped up in this eagle shape, and then moving the entire torso inside the right thigh. Release. Inhale, place hands under shoulders and place left knee down. We're working half, just the front half of our scissors right now. So I'm putting my right arm under my right thigh, keeping a little bend in the elbows. And as I walk the right foot forward, moving, actively pulling the shoulders away from the head. So as I'm pushing my right foot, I am saying push. I'm getting a sense of pushing, reaching my right foot forward, more so than elevating or trying to lift it up. I think push forward. There you go. And it might just hover off the ground. That's wonderful. The other thing it feels to me mechanically is like I'm pushing my hamstring down on my upper arm. Kind of pushing down to push forward. Good. When you start to get a little weight on that arm, inhale the chest forward, pull the shoulders away from the neck, just like we do in that tortoise. We're always getting the shoulders to kind of uncluster away from the neck. So we're using our bigger muscles of the chest, the bigger muscles of shoulder and the back to help us manage our skeleton instead of our, our neck. And then inhale, we'll release by stepping the right foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And use the hands, pull the back of those armpit muscles. Exhale, downward dog. Broadening the shoulder blades around the ribs. All right, warrior one, arms in eagle. Inhale the left foot forward. This time, we're exhaling the right elbow over the left. The right over the left. Even as you're breathing into the back of the heart, feel there's features and gravity. As we soften, there is descent. So to feel descent is to engage with softening, which is opening. They're all related. As we open, there's a deeper ground. There's a deeper sense of ground. Emu. So keeping the arms linked, folding the torso and arms inside the thigh. So even as you're breathing into the backside, relaxing the back of the brain, finding ease around the back of the heart, softness around the back of the pelvis, for the gravity, the descent. If in fact we discover, locate, ease, the motion of that, the movement toward ease, helps us feel and find gravity more readily. Inhaling will unwind, setting the hands down on the ground. Also, place the right knee down. We're working half, just the front half of scissors. So that left leg atop the left tricep. Start to walk it forward. And when that leg, when the pelvis low enough, as you're pushing down through the leg muscle, press forward through the foot. I want you to push just the front half. There's an incredible amount of abdominal stuff. I want you to breathe in and breathe with. The abdominals engage. And I want you to breathe while those abdominals are engaged. As you do, you have to physically push, move the mass of the leg. It's a different requirement than when we float into scissors. It's just a different requirement. Inhale. Walk that left foot back or step it back, chaturanga. Exhaling. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Feel the heels, the backs of the legs lengthening, the back of the neck as it relaxes, the back of the brain opens. Extended warrior. Inhale the right foot forward with the right hand down, and we'll go to the inside of the leg, reaching the left arm overhead. Now we're setting up for a half Ashtavakrasana. Oops, I don't think I said that right. Anyway, set the left knee down. Visvamitrasana. I knew I didn't have it right. Set the left knee down. And we'll keep this right arm tucked under the right thigh. So that half scissors we played with, it comes into play here. Now, I walk my right foot forward just enough where I can get a grab. My left hand grabs the outer edge of my right foot. Okay. So with my arm overhead, and I'm pushing my right foot forward, my inner leg gets friction against my arm. There you go. That's it. There should be nothing funny in the knee. The leg is pressing strongly towards straightening. I'm not just bending my knee around my arm, but I'm pressing, straightening my right leg forward. So from another angle, might take a try or so. Sometimes I might just kind of get a little air, few inches of air, and just my shoulders getting acquainted with that. Sometimes I actually shift my weight back a little. But it's not like I'm pulling my foot across like pigeon. I want to be very clear. I'm not pulling my knee in a funny angle. My leg, I hope, is stronger than my arm. There you go. Yeah, just give it a try or two, see where we are today. Okay. And then when I release the foot, inhale, walk the hands under the shoulders. Exhale, we'll step that right foot back, chaturanga. It's a pretty significant side bend, so we're just doing half at a time. Extended warrior, inhale the left foot forward. We'll place the left hand down inside the leg. And we'll draw the right arm overhead. Extended warrior. So work the extended, the way that we're opening up this right side. You know where we're going. So how do I soften, prepare, ready this right side? It's going to take some strong legs. Yeah. And I'm reaching that right arm overhead. So right hand reaches away from right foot. You could even push with this right, palm or right hand. You can push. Just getting to get all that tissue ready. All right, inhale, let's set the right hand down as well. We'll place right knee down. We're doing Vishva, but just the front half. Okay. Left leg, atop left arm. Okay. And that might be as far as we go. Sometimes that's just a really great place where we need to be for our shoulder or for our hip. Right? If I'm playing with finding some air for this left foot, I walk the foot forward until I can raise the toes up. This makes my bottom of foot accessible to my right hand. Okay, and I'm grabbing the outer edge of the left foot. Now, before I even lift off, Groin, groin, groin. I'm using that inner leg. Inner leg, I'm pressing through the big toe ball mound. Getting that whole inner leg humming before there's, I'm letting my leg do the most of the float. The hand is just conductor. It's just kind of guiding it. There you go. Nice. The inner left leg hug latches onto that left arm. That's right. And maybe I just get the toes off the ground and I grab my foot. Perfect. That's the move. If that's what the move is, that's what the move is. Deep. There you go. Release. Nice. Set the left foot down. Inhale, hands under shoulders. Exhale, step that left foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. All right. When we inhale, we'll step any foot forward. We'll take a wide symmetric stance. I just want you to face or stand any way that you want to stand. Okay. So kind of another way we can visit that Vishva is through this flank stretch. Okay. Just another way. From folding, this time let's go right hand to left ankle. And we'll release, switch sides, left hand to right ankle. My right hand caps, holds the left hand in place. And release. Hands under shoulders. And we'll walk out into straddle splits. Now, if you're low enough in the splits where you can walk your hands behind your butt and softly, softly, softly touch your butt to the ground, have a soft sit. Otherwise, just heel toe walk it in and take a seat another creative way. And from straddle, seated, forward fold. When I'm working fold, there's There's a whole bunch of ways we could position the foot for today. We'll just keep the position of the toes to sky. And as we release, inhale, we'll walk back, hands, help legs together, lie back. Visvasana. And when you're lying, again, we're going to use these moments to let our body acclimate to the process of opening, releasing, descending. And by resting with and in that process, we help our psyche, our nervous system, all the parts of our person that learns and remembers and remains intact. we teach our psyche, our nervous system, how to just acclimate to another deeper way of opening and being in our body. We remember that as we're finding insights and openings and these incredible states of being, at the same time we're relearning how to be a person with that insight that can carry that energy, that can create with this new sense of wholeness and intactness. So there's a whole relearning process going on as we're having incredible depth of insight. And so a feeling that we can release, soften and relax the body. Use the ground at your back to feel caught or held. It's a gravity. It's a gravity that we're feeling and finding. It's an attunement to the mass of our body. When we soften and the mass of our body moves, there's reorganization on so many cellular levels. Yeah, there's no accidents with these words that we commonly use. Our sense of intactness, our sense of wholeness is informed by how we hold ourselves together. And in these moments, we're allowing ourselves to release how we hold ourselves together and to feel that holding coming from a much deeper place, a deeper ground. And we were discussing how opening is a practice, releasing is a practice, and we do gain skillfulness as we acclimate, as our nervous system grows more comfortable, okay with this opening, this not holding myself together the usual way, but letting myself be held intact in some deeper other way, my nervous system has to acclimate. There's a process of getting used to a new orientation, an orientation around openness. While there's less that we're hanging on to, which could be kind of an existential dread of itself, there's more that we are. There's less that we're hanging on to. There's more that we are. Even feel the eyes relaxing, letting go of imaging or roving or moving. Feel the neck relaxing the head relaxing the neck. And find that softness of belly that we started with. When you're ready, bend knees. Turn to a side. We'll use both hands to press up. Namaste.